Hello everyone, welcome back to King of Games Mobile. This is not a Summoners War video, so if you only want to see Summoners War, go ahead and click out, no hard feelings. I understand that some people have like really focused interests in their YouTube channels, and that's cool. But there are a lot of established Summoners War YouTubers, and don't worry, I'm not like quitting that account or anything. I'm actually still grinding up. I've made some progress, but nothing like substantial enough so where I feel like it's worthy of another video. And even though it's better to post more videos like for the YouTube algorithms, I don't want to post like boring videos that don't really have any point. So I figure it'll be maybe 1 or 2 days before I hit the next step that I want to in Summoners War. And then at that point, I'll upload a video for that. This is about Command & Conquer Rivals. Now, I'm a little bit older than you probably think I am based on my voice. And when I was growing up, I actually played the original Command & Conquer, and then I played Red Alert, probably an unhealthy amount. But I really like real-time strategy. I still play Age of Empires 3 from time to time, even though that game's like 12 years old and the graphics are terrible compared to what we have now. But I just really like the concept. Now, this is just going to be like a beginner's resource management video. I'd like to start off by saying don't spend your in-game currency early, okay? You'll get some free crates based on completing the tutorial and stuff. And there are also like some beginners things that you can buy. I bought a few of them. They were like $1.99 and $4.99. And I'm not saying that you should buy them, but I went ahead and bought them just because, well, I'm doing YouTube, and so I need to be able to provide information. And I mean, I've not made any money off of YouTube or anything, so I can't really say it's an investment at this point. But it doesn't cost me that much. I have a decent job, so I don't mind kind of buying it and just seeing what you get. And what you get, I mean, you can look at the contents of the box or the packs when you buy them. You can see up here in the top right-hand corner, I have a pretty good amount of in-game currency, and then diamonds are like the premium currency. I haven't used any of those yet. I'm just going to save them. But when you start out, you can only play as GDI, and it takes you through these maps as you win games. At first, you're only playing versus the computer. Once you complete this tutorial, it dumps you into player versus player really quickly. So when you click on the GDI thing, this little icon here, at the bottom toward the middle, it looks like the 3 little pieces of paper. If you click it, these are the units that you can use. Now, you only have a total of 6 unit slots, so you have to choose what you're going to do. In my particular case, so you have to think kind of strategically about how you're going to place your units, and I'll do another video about like specifically how to, what does what. But what you might be tempted to do is to go back to the home screen, and you'll notice that I have a lot of upgrades available for GDI and NOD. NOD unlocks at player rank 5. But anyway, so you'll see that I could do some upgrades. Like so you can train within levels. Each level has 3 stages of training. And then once you do that, you have the option of leveling somebody up. So like I could level these guys up. If you look at the bottom here, you see that I have 20 out of 2 necessary fragments. So I could level up the missile squad, but I'm not going to. Instead, especially if you're going to try and be free to play, I wouldn't spend any money, honestly, until you got to the NOD stage. Like you're going to lose a lot without any upgrades to GDI, but just grind it out. You'll get some easy matchups, and just wait until you can get to the NOD side. And you'll notice here, like I haven't hit the level unlocks, but I upgraded the Rhino, which was, it's anti-infantry. It was kind of a mistake. I upgraded the tank, which it helped me win faster. It wasn't necessary, but I upgraded it. And then you'll see over here, these units unlock, like there's different buildings, and I'll go through progression later. And you can also upgrade commanders as you get farther in. That guy looks like Kane, by the way. Like, he looks kind of untrustworthy. Because if you look at NOD, is Kane and NOD? That's Kane? Yeah. Anyway, if you don't know the whole history of Command and Conquer, that doesn't really mean anything to you. But traditionally, the Nod units are more powerful. And so it may be a situation where there's like a bell curve where GDI is, it's good early game, and then mid game it's terrible, but then after you upgrade everything, like the top tier units are the best. But it's going to take you a while to get to the end game, and frankly, mid game, Nod is better. I won't go through all the units right now, but I can just tell you their stuff is cheaper, it trains faster, it's easier to mass, and they have a lot of special effects depending on the unit type. And so you're really better off just saving your money and buying the Nod upgrades. But even within the Nod, don't buy all the upgrades. Like, I'm probably never going to upgrade the basic unit. It's just pointless. I haven't even trained one, I don't think. The Laser Squad, I've upgraded him a little bit. I haven't really used it. In fact, I haven't used any Nod infantry now that I think about it. That goes to strategy, though. I'll explain strategy in another video. But yeah, so basically what I would do is I would just let the crates and all the rewards just accumulate till you get to Nod, and then play a few matches as Nod. You'll figure out which vehicles you like. Like, different people have different play styles. I've upgraded the units that fit my play style, and I'll actually take you into that a little bit later. But I don't want to confuse you at first. I'm just trying to kind of give you an idea of, how to manage your resources. And just so you can see what it looks like real quick, I'm going to play a GDI match. And I should update those units, but I'm not going to bother because, honestly, this is just sort of a tutorial. And I'm just going to show you like how the combat works. Essentially, what you're trying to do is capture the missile in the middle, right? So basically there it depends. Let's see. So here there are 3 groups of hexagons. The first thing you want to do is train that Tiberium Harvester, and then I go straight to War Factory, which is a risk because it takes more Tiberium to train vehicles, but they move faster. Now that's an anti-infantry vehicle, and I built him first because he's the cheapest. And if you look at my opponent, he had basically the same idea, which is fine. I need to get a tank out as soon as I can. Excuse me. So now you see there are 9 possible areas of control, and that missile is you see the progress bar going, right? So essentially what you're trying to do is you want to have as much influence as you can. Now I could build a heliport, but I'm not going to because I'm going to need it. I'm also not going to build a second Tiberium Harvester yet. Okay, so now I need to get my influence, or my sphere of influence, back as fast as I can. Because as you see, he now has control of more of the battlefield than I do. So that means when that missile fills up, whoever has more tiles controlled is the one who's going to end up winning, or who's going to get fired on. Your base can take 2 missile hits. Okay, so I want to get that done as soon as I can. I'm building second Tiberium Harvester because that's how I get my resources. It is risky to do that. But frankly, it's a temporary risk, but if you survive, your economy is better than your enemies now. And so what that does is gives you the opportunity. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build the heliport. Okay, see, the first missile just hit him. So now I'm ahead right now. But if you'll notice, he now has control of 2. He has a bigger sphere of influence now. So if the missile launches in its current state, I lose. I'll get hit. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to wait. we go. Okay, so now I'm taking a hit, but that's okay, because I think I have the better units. Okay. Come on, move, you piece of crap. Get in the square. Get in it. Come on. So this third missile is taking forever to launch, which is not ideal. Okay. Missile infantry. That's bad for me. And I'll make a video that goes more into like the unit balance and everything. But right now I'm kind of having to focus. Like, I haven't played this game that long, so I really have to concentrate to stay alive. What I want to do is take over that square. So the thing is, I mean, massing is important, but ultimately your winning is dependent on map or on control of the number of tiles. So I want to do whatever I can to control as many tiles as possible. And I need to keep him off of tiles. Okay, now see, the missile launched, and I won. And I'm in a little bit of a win streak. But you can see, like, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of, I won't say breakneck, but, you know, your advantages are going to come based on your unit upgrades, and there's a rock, paper, scissors balance as to what units are good against what. So there's actually a lot more strategy than you might think involved, and I'll explain, you know, in other videos how to do it. But guys, let me know if this is a game that interests you. It's still in beta, so not everyone is going to be able to download it. I actually pre-registered as soon as I saw that there was going to be a Command & Conquer release, because, you know, as I said, there's a lot of nostalgia in the game for me. But let me know what more information you'd like specifically. If you don't say anything like in the comments or whatever, then I'll just go ahead and make some strategy videos based on unit types, and then like rush versus turtle and what units to make first and all that kind of stuff. But for now, the big takeaway here, save all your free in-game currency, and even if you're going to spend real money, save it all until you have Nod, and then I'll go into the Nod unit breakdown in another video. But yeah, I just want to make sure you guys don't blow all your money and waste it when it's not going to help you as much as it could if you just wait for a little while. So until next time, this is King of Games Mobile, signing out.